how many times I waited for Joey to walk down this road.
Come on.
He used to climb in that big tree and hide in the branches. Remember, Gus, I'd see his little shoes sticking out and I'd say, Joey, come down right now.
Come inside, Anna.
Mama, don't you want me to put his things away before you go in?
No. No, Stella.
Brace yourself. The floodgates are about to open.
What about you?
Don't worry about me.
Sit still. I'm not going to stay. There's nothing more I can do here.
Please stay. If you leave, she'll let herself go completely.
Maybe she should.
It's not good for her.
Maybe she should grieve. Maybe she wants to be alone.
No, no, no. Anybody else but not her. She'll go under and drown in it. She's had too much. She's too near the edge, believe me.
All right.
Mama, we have a guest in the house. Wouldn't you like to make some tea for Dr. Rossi? Mama?
His second year in high school, he won this for swimming. Remember, Gus, how proud we were?
First place. Freestyle. Best swimmer the school ever had. He won this one for football.
His team, Gus. How do you call what he played?
Halfback. Played halfback.
Mama, I want you to take care of your guest. I'm putting everything away. There are many reminders in this house.
You're right, Stella. We don't need those things to remember Joe. You know what I need to remember, my boy, Doctor? I need to see Rodney Harrington pay for killing him. That's what I need.
Sorry I let you down. I know you needed me. I lied. I lied to you, Joey. At least I had the chance.
Stella, you all right? You okay? waste time on tears, Stella. We just get even, that's all. We get even.
Yeah.
Any other messages? No, I know about that. Tell them I'll be right over. Stella, I'm not going to be able to stay. There's a board meeting at the hospital. We're working on a new research project that might... Oh, Miss Chernak, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to stay. I have to go to the hospital. Would you excuse me? Stella, if this research project comes through, there'll be a need for technicians. Would you be available for a job?
A job?
Yes, as my assistant.
Well, I'll have to think about it. I have to go now.
Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Thank you for coming.
You sounded worried.
What happened at the arraignment?
Why?
Just curious.
Well, then why didn't you come? You've got the day off. It was open to the public.
I didn't think I should.
Are you still in love with Rodney?
No. At least I don't think I am.
Well, do me a favor, Betty. Figure that out before you summon me to lunch the next time.
Stephen, I don't have to be in love with him to be worried about him, do I? Why don't you just tell me what happened and not go into all this, please?
Leslie Harrington's back. That's the most important thing that happened.
What about Rodney?
Arraignment's only a formality. He was booked on murder. Now he's being charged. It's just a formality.
What's going to happen?
I don't know.
You must have some idea.
It's too early to tell.
But you're a lawyer.
Betty,
Stephen, you must have some opinion about
you're
it.
trying to needle me.
You'd like it if Rodney really had murdered Chernak, wouldn't you?
Betty, I honestly don't know what's going to happen to him. Now, what else can I tell you?
I'm sorry.
Now, may I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why did you go up to his apartment the night of Joe's death? How did you know he was involved? Betty, we've got to be honest with each other. If you can't tell me this, then there'll be other things. Pretty soon we'll be strangers again. I don't want that to happen.
Neither do I. All right. Before you picked me up, Rodney called the hospital and asked for an ambulance to be sent to the ward. He sounded upset. All right, more than upset. I had to find out what was wrong.
Is that all?
Yes,
Oh, why couldn't you tell me that before?
because I didn't trust you.
Why do you trust me now?
I have to. I want to trust you. I guess that's a better way of saying it.
Judge Weber, I've been hoping to have a minute with you.
I'm in rather a hurry.
I see, but this won't take any time at all. I was puzzled about your not allowing bail for Rodney. Isn't that a little unusual in a case like this?
Not at all, Harrington. Simply a matter of precedent.
Yes, I know. That's what you said at the hearing. And I'm sure that's very important in a big city where people are total strangers.
Well, that isn't really the question.
Judge Weber, you've watched my sons grow up.
If I'd had any personal feelings about Rodney, I'd have disqualified myself before the arraignment.
Why, of course. But you do know the boy would never run away. He doesn't have a criminal record. On this issue, isn't it possible to create a precedent?
Precedent hasn't anything to do with the past conduct of the accused. It has to do with the outcome of cases like the one in question.
I can't see how that can be germane to Rodney.
It's germane to all of us, Mr. Harrington. Our entire legal structure is based on it. Surely a few months in Europe hasn't made you forget that.
I was only asking Judge Weber to clarify the decision to disallow bail for Rodney.
There's nothing personal, Mr. Harrington. It's simply a matter of due process.
I'm sure it is, but it seems a little harsh.
It doesn't seem harsh when it happens to the other fellow, only when it happens to someone we care about.
If you'll excuse me.
Judge Weber, is it possible for me to take your decision to the Court of Criminal Appeals?
That's your privilege. Ted Dow can advise you on the proper procedure.
Well, thank you for your time. I hope I haven't detained you. Good day, Fowler.
Is it possible for me to take your decision to the Criminal Court of Appeals? He ripped that off like a regular Clarence Darrow.
Well, his concern is quite understandable.
Yes, indeed. We're not talking about a traffic ticket, are we? I mean, murder is an unpalatable fact. This time, he won't be able to turn his back on it.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
Don't try and throw your weight around, not in this case.
That's an odd remark. If I had any influence at all, I'd certainly use it now more than any other time in my life.
I want my father to meet you. There's no backing out now. You hear?
If I didn't have a strong case against your son, I'd never have had him arraigned for murder.